Parents are always looking for new ways to keep their kids engaged and inspired at home. And joining us now with some fun ideas is crafting expert and the host of Disney Family Sundays on Disney Plus. It is Amber Kemp-Gerstel. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
For sure. So let's talk about this because I think that's the thing is parents have kids at home now more than ever. And you want them to not just be busy, but to be doing fun things that engage and inspire them.
Yes, absolutely. I really do believe that during this time, spending time at home, we want to keep our kids engaged with activities that are going to help foster different levels of their development. And that's exactly what I think creativity does. It's a great tool to have in our arsenal to keep the kids engaged while we're at home because we don't want to necessarily lean on screen time as an option. So getting them crafty, getting them doing some DIY projects, simple things, easy things is a great way to do that.
So what are some things you suggest then to sort of inspire creativity?
Yeah, I always like to tell families and parents, keep it simple. It does not need to be difficult. You don't need to go out and spend a lot of money on crafting supplies. You probably have everything you need at home to keep those kids engaged, maybe for even a couple of hours. You never know. You sit a kid down with some crayons, some paint, a canvas, some paper. 5 minutes can easily turn into an hour or two. And during that time, families can start having conversations that you never may have had you not done that activity. So I really think that easy things, upcycling projects. My son because he's in virtual school, he needed a pencil holder. And so we actually took a Juicy Juice box and turned it into a pencil cup for him, used some paints and paper. And it was a great activity using stuff we just had around the house.
That's a great way to use up one of those containers.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really easy. And I'm sure a lot of families have these sorts of things lying around the house. I know Juicy Juice is a go-to for us, which is why I'm so excited. They are totally embracing this need for creativity by introducing the Happy Artist Contest, which is going to get kids creating and going through that beautiful process of creativity. But then also at the end, there's a chance for a pretty cool prize.
Oh, that's fun. So how does the contest work?
Okay, so here's the deal. Juicy Juice is a brand. We know we love it. We know it for being 100% juice. And now they're asking kids what makes them 100% happy. And all you have to do is go to the website, download and print the template, and have your kids draw a picture of what makes them 100% happy. Once they have done that, you're just going to submit it, and they have the chance to have that artwork featured on boxes of Juicy Juice, which is like the ultimate win for a kid. And then in addition, they can also win money for art supplies. So it's a great contest. It's ultimate bragging rights for children. And it's a great way to get them kind of engaged and doing something a little different maybe during this time that we're spending at home.
Is there a certain age range for the contest?
So it's there are different categories for different age groups, and it's 2 through 10, I believe, is the bulk of the age range, but those will be split into two different categories and judged separately.
I love that. I feel like you mentioned something that's so important, and that is that if we're doing arts and crafts or we're engaging in some sort of activity, it's a great way to have family time.
Yes, it really is. You can sit down and have an activity planned and don't overplan it. Just sit down, put out the supplies, maybe some stickers and paint and canvases and paper and a Juicy Juice Happy Artist template. Let them have at it. And what was a 5-minute activity will grow into a special family time where you're having some conversation, talking about stuff at school, talking about things that your kids may not otherwise tell you about. It's a really good opportunity and a great way to use this time that we're spending at home. If we're going to be forced inside, we need to make the best of it, right?
I agree, Amber. And I love prompting kids to think about what makes them happy. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
That website again is juicyjuice.com/happy-artist.